Hello, I'm Levi Charbonneau, and today I will be talking about the Maillard reaction. Do you eat food? I don't think you'd be here if you didn't. Do you ever think about what makes your food taste good? If you haven't, you probably haven't heard of the Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction is a chemical reaction, as unusual as that may sound, that makes food taste good. Today, I would like to tell you about the definition and history of the reaction, how it makes food taste good, give some specific examples to cement your knowledge, and some tips on how to utilize it in your dishes. Let's begin with the definition and history of the Maillard reaction. The reaction is defined as a non-enzymatic reaction between sugars and proteins that occur when heating, and produces browning in some food, like caramelization. The reaction was discovered by French scientist Louis Camille Maillard in 1912. Maillard observed that raw food take on color while simultaneously producing carbon dioxide when heated. He correctly identified the chemical reaction taking place, although he never really understood why it occurred. He believed the discovery might be important to diabetes research. The Maillard reaction wasn't thoroughly understood until 1953, with John E. Hodges' research on the chemical reaction. It was published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry. Let's get into how the reaction actually works. In its simplest terms, it is the reduction of sugars and amino acids or proteins via heat, according to Scholl's on Serious Eats. The process starts when pentose sugars have a stronger reaction to amino acids or proteins than simple sugars do. When heated at 285 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, no notable flavor changes will occur until this temperature is reached. And due to heating, some water cooks off, turning to steam, also known as reduction, which leaves the sugar and amino acids to react. Amino acids produce the brown color you see when cooking, and different amino acids will produce different amounts of browning. Now that we have gone over how the reaction works, let us go over some examples. Firstly, steak. When you place steak in a high temperature skillet, reduction occurs when water cooks off, leaving the sugars and aminos in the steak to react, which results in the sear or surface browning you see in steak. And this adds aroma and flavor. Nextly, toast. The sugars from the dough react with aminos, but at a much lower temperature, unlike steak. But with the same result, the browning showing at the end of the process, along with heightened flavor and aroma. Lastly, caramelized onions, which are an excellent example of the Maillard reaction. When onions are heated, they reduce in volume and take on a brown color and a much sweeter flavor and aroma. This concentration of sugars, evidenced by the sear in the steak, the browning in the toast and onions, is responsible for the increase in flavor the consumer experiences. Before I leave you today, let me give you some tips so you can see the reaction at work for yourself. Remember to dry off your ingredients. Too much water will inhibit the reaction. And don't be afraid of higher temperatures. They will give you the best browning or sear. Leave the ingredients undisturbed. Contact with the pan is essential for the reaction to occur. The golden brown color will be evidence of the success of your dish. I'm happy to see that you have learned something about the Maillard reaction, through its history, how it works, some specific examples, and tips on how to try it for yourself. I hope you think of the Maillard reaction whenever you are cooking or enjoying a meal. So don't be afraid of high temperatures or cooking a little longer to add the flavor to veggies, meats, and other dishes. Thank you.